So yesterday we were in verse number 74 of Surah Baqarah. And Surah Baqarah start with the abbreviation Alif, Lam, Mim. And usually we can say that we don't know the meaning of this. But I try to understand these three words with my opinion. I'm not very sure, but Alif, Lam, Mim, I can make a very good explanation with Alif, Lam, Mim, the three letters. Alif for Allah, Lam for La, and Muntaha means no limits. So we can say the Alif, Lam, Mim could mean is Allahu La Muntaha. Allah is unlimited. Allah has no limitations. The topic for today is the infinite God, the infinite God. Okay, so it's not exactly the Alif Lam Mim meaning is this. Allah knows best what is the meaning of Alif Lam Mim. But just for a topic, I get this one verse of the Quran, beginning of the Quran after Surah Fatiha, the opening chapter, the first chapter is after Surah Fatiha is Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-Baqarah, the cow. And the first verse of that surah is Alif Lam Mim. And I just get for my topic for today, the meaning of Alif is Allah, La, Lam means is La, the no, and Mim means is Muntaha, means Allah, no limitations. Allah has no limitation. And another word we call Allah is infinite, infinite or infinite. Now, it's very wonderful knowledge we get from the scientists today about the universe. The universe, when we see the sky, the beyond the sky, it's called universe. And what is our position of our Earth in the universe? We are living on the Earth's planet, and there is a very tiny significance in this universe, very small. We are like nothing. In the universe, we are like a speck of the eye, just like a speck of the dust, just like an atom, no value at all. What is our size? What is the size of our Earth, this planet Earth? It is like 46,000 kilometers, okay? Just put in your mind, the circumference, when you make one whole round of the Earth, around the Earth, you need to travel for 46,000 kilometers. For example, from Philippines, you go to USA, it's just 10,000 kilometers. So all Earth is, one round of the Earth is like 46,000 kilometers, roughly. So it's nothing. Why? Only the sun, which we can see every day, 1.3 million Earths can be accommodated in the sun. The size of the sun is 1.3 million times bigger than Earth. Just for one example only. If you want to travel in the Earth, you need to travel for 46,000 kilometers. If you go with the speed of 1,000 kilometers with airplane, 800 or 1,000 kilometers, you can do it in one round in few days only. But the size of the universe is, how big is the universe? You cannot even imagine it. And it's still that big universe has a limitation. But Allah is Allahu La Muntaha. Allah is without limitation. There is no limit for him. You cannot imagine Allah. For example, even a blind person who cannot see, if you want to teach him the circle, then you have to make the circle on his hand. That is circle. Then he try to think in the mind how look like the circle. But Allah has no imagination. You cannot think about him. There is no example for it. He's only one. He is eternal absolute. He's infinite. He's without any need. He's not need of location, direction, dimension, space and time. He's free from all this because he's unlimited. He's infinite. He cannot be fit in anywhere because his limits are unlimited. That's why I said Alif Lam Mim. I just get the meaning here. Allahu La Muntaha. Allah is without limitation, without any limits. What is the size? I mentioned it, Earth, 46,000 kilometers. You can make one round of the Earth. What is the size of the universe? Even if you are traveling for trillions of years, not millions year, not a million year, not a billion year. What is meaning of billion year? My life is 60 to 70 years, maybe earlier. What is a life people can go? Maybe 100 years. The traveling in the universe, 1 million years is zero, nothing. 1 billion years is nothing also. Even 1 trillion years is nothing. Okay? Because the one estimate is just the scientist's estimate, and that is only observable universe. It's not accurate. It's only the observable universe, the universe which scientists can observe for now. And it has size of 93 billion light years. 93 billion years? No. 93 billion light years means you need to travel in the universe with the speed of the light, which is 300,000 kilometers per second. Multiply by 60 to make it 1 minute. Multiply by 60 to make it 1 hour travel. Multiply by 24 to make 1 day travel. And multiply by 365 to make 1 year travel. And I just make a calculation. That is more than 9.5 trillion kilometers. 9.5 trillion kilometers. That's 1 year travel. If you go with this speed of the light, you need to travel for 9.5 trillion kilometers. You cannot imagine what is 9.5 trillion kilometers. But you have to multiply it with 93 billion. There is no one can compute anymore. This 9.5 trillion kilometers, you have to multiply it with 93 billion. What is the figure? You cannot imagine. You cannot imagine how big is the universe. Allah made it. God made it. But He Himself is no limitation. No limitation. If some people think about Him, dimension for Him, or location for Him, or direction for Him, you are not a believer anymore. And now the funny things, that great universe with system, with plans, with great equations, who made it? A God who is very powerful. Allah said in the Quran, "Afi Allahu shakku fatiru samawati wal ard." Do you doubt in God, who is maker of the skies and the earth, the maker of this universe? And more funny things like we cannot see even this one ring cannot be made by itself. Who make this great universe and controlling it and not destroying this universe? The sun can destroy us, but sun is on a perfect distance to give us a perfect heat. If it can get nearer, we can burn all. And if it get farther from us, we can all be freeze. Perfect universe. So that is the perfect creator, the intelligent creator. When there is art, there should be artists. When there is a design, there should be a designer. When there is a engineering, there should be an engineer. Okay? So Allah is the artist. He is the designer. He is the planner. God is the planner. And more funny things now, the people are making that creator of that big universe, which you need to travel trillions of years. I have no word, say billions or whatever word you can use it. You can put 1 and you can put 0, 0, 0, 0. You don't know how big is this universe. And that great universe, His maker come on the earth in a human shape. It is very funny. That's why if you can give this kind of theory to the scientists that God is a human being, they will reject it because they know how big a universe. How this human being, who can, a human being, they say this Ram or Jesus or Buddha, how this is the creator of the universe. They are just creation, a tiny creation. We are just, not just us ourselves, even our earth is a tiny creation. We have a great creation, this universe. Before thousands of years ago, the scholars, they used to believe that the universe is infinite. And that was wrong belief. And when there is a Big Bang theory proven, then now the scientists know that the universe is the beginning. And it was started from a single point. And that's mentioned in the Quran. أَوَلَمْ يَرَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَنَّ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ رَتْقًا فَفَتَقْنَاهُمَا وَجَعَلْنَا مِنَ الْمَاءِ كُلَّ شَيْءٍ حَيٍّ. Did not the disbelievers seen that the heavens and earth, this universe will join as one mass, and then we split it asunder. And we bring out all the life from the water. And this is the beautiful teachings in the Quran. The scientific teachings. Physics is in the Quran, the biology in the Quran, the chemistry in the Quran, the mathematics in the Quran, the history in the Quran. Everything you want to learn, it's here in the Quran. And if you learn the Quran and you understand the Quran, you will become a scientist, a great scientist. Before, all the scientists were Muslim scientists, and they learned to become scientists by the Quran. But today what the Muslims are doing, they just read the Quran without understanding. Understand the Quran. That is the treasure of all the knowledge in the world. The greatest treasure of all the knowledge here in the Quran. You started to learn the Quran. What is the meaning of the Quran? No need to get translation, just directly. Just understand directly. And you will see it's like a great ocean. You can go and you can bring out the pearls, and you can bring out the ornaments, and you can bring out the treasures in this ocean of the Quran. The knowledge, the ocean, the knowledge of the ocean of the knowledge. So what is the important thing? believe in an infinite God who is unlimited, who is very powerful. He can destroy us in 1 second. He can just say, sun, go get the sun, the arrow, get there, he can finish us. There are millions of tons of material coming from the sky, attacking us every day, but Allah make the 7 layers to protect us. There are ozone layer and other layer. We have a 7 layers above us, which is like electromagnetic layers. And these are our protection. Allah made it. We can be destroyed in the universe in 1 second because we are very small planet in the universe. But Allah put the 7 layers above us to protect us and showing His power that I'm just protecting you. Allah said in the Quran, we make this sky is a canopy for you, the roof for you, boom, boom, to protect you. So that is how Allah is teaching us in the Quran the beautiful things. One of the things mentioned in the Quran, Allah is telling us, see in the creation, that how Allah make this all creation. See in the sky, in the earth, in our own cells, in animals, in the plants, in the trees, and look at the power of the creation of Allah, how Allah make this great creation, and you can increase your iman in Allah with seeing those signs of Allah in the creation of Allah, and to verses of Allah to read it, which explains about the creation of Allah. May Allah guide us. So it is very good question, why a person is good and he still get, because he is not getting punishment, he is getting a trial. Like, who are the most tried people in the world are the prophets, and they were the righteous people, but they get more trial. So more you're righteous, more Allah give you the trial. So it is not punishment, but for the good people, Allah give trial to test them how they love Allah. Are they going back or run away, or they will still stand up even the trials comes. That's why the most people who are tried in the world are the prophets of God. Some people who are so much evil, then Allah give them punishment so they can come back to Allah. Okay, what's second question?
Second question pa. Diba Allah make free will, free everyone who want to worship Shaitan or what to worship Allah, their free will. Then in the Quran it mentioned gambling is forbidden. So it's not like the people are playing gambling with their soul if they will go to Shaitan way or Allah way.
That's why Allah said, Amari Shaitan.
It's not like gambling when the humans are in the world. And in the gambling, there's a roulette. So it'll go to 12, 13, like 2, 1 will. And the person's soul go to heaven or hell.
No, we don't call it gambling, we call it test. Allah said in the Quran, test.
Similar to gambling, because gambling, they will bet. You will go heaven, you will go hell.
No, we don't call it gambling, we call it the test. Test like exam. Example, when you go to exam, it's also like gambling. Because you might fail, you might win. But you still go to exam in the school, in the college. So our life is like a school.
Not only.
No, it's like a school test. You might fail, you might pass.
Last question, pa. Yes. Allah knows Shaitan is very bad and corrupt. But why Allah still give him power?
Because of test. Because if there is no shaitan, no test. Everybody do good. So Allah put the shaitan, and shaitan will tell you do evil, and you will follow Allah. So Allah said in the Quran, La ta'budu shaitan. Don't worship shaitan. Means don't obey shaitan. Wana'buduni, and worship me. Hadha siratul mustaqim. That is the straight way.